My name is Christina Lee, and I'm on the Microsoft 365 Security and Compliance team, and I'll be talking about intelligent tenant compliance search capabilities for eDiscovery and other scenarios like that. So the Microsoft 365 team's mission statement is to empower customers to easily achieve the highest levels of security and compliance across their entire heterogeneous modern workplace. And the way we're going to achieve that is to by delivering intelligent, integrated, extensible, and automated security and compliance solutions for our M365 customers. And what I'm going to focus on for my session today is the intelligent capabilities in our eDiscovery solution, which is one of the compliance solutions offered. So as digital transformation happened over the last decade or so, Microsoft saw an explosion of digital data. 10 years ago, we had about 4 gigabytes per person in terms of data, but now 10 years later, it's 81 gigabytes per person, 20x explosion. So eDiscovery, because you have to take the data, find the relevant data, and do something with it, would have exploded a lot. So we started looking at what are some ways that we can make this cost less, take less time, take less effort. So we ended up developing in-place tenant search and a suite of analytics tools, such as near duplicates, which looks at the documents, textually analyzes them to group similar documents textually together. Email threading, which, as you know, if I'm emailing back and forth with my manager, there's going to be that one email at the very end of it that's going to have all of the other emails included. If you're reviewing emails, you really only have to look at that one email to get the full context. So threading emails like that. Themes, which groups conceptually similar documents together in clusters. So maybe I'm using different words to describe something different times, so they're not necessarily textually similar, but they end up talking about the same thing, so they're actually similar documents. So by introducing a suite of analytics features, we've managed to actually decrease our cost per custodian involved in an eDiscovery case by 85%. So data expanded 20x, but the cost decreased by 85%. And as we started going through this journey, we realized, actually, this isn't just about traditional litigation cases. You can do the same thing for a lot of different workflows that involves reviewing documents. So let's take an example. Everyone here probably heard a lot about GDPR over the course of the past week. One of the GDPR components is data subject access request, where someone can say, hey, I want to know everything you know about me. So this is a real case spotlight. And so the challenge was our legal team had less than 7 days to go, and they had to review all of the relevant communications regarding one person. So let's see how that happened. So a tenant-wide search was run for communications related to this one person, and it returned about 2,600 items. But documents, emails have attachments. So when you actually look at individual document level count, there were over 9,000 documents. And given that an attorney can go through more or less 50 documents an hour, that would have taken them, if they worked on this one case 40 hours a week for like just every single day, it would have taken them 23 straight days. Not acceptable with 7 days to go. So our team ran advanced eDiscovery analytics. These are the analytics I talked about earlier, the near duplicates, the email threading, the themes. And by doing that, they saw that there are only 1,300 unique documents. Those are the only ones you actually have to review. And when you look at the top-level item counts, so just emails, just top-level item counts, instead of looking at all the individual attachments as documents, that's actually a huge reduction. It went down from 2,600 to 294, 90% reduction. So after that, we ran themes on them to cluster them and organize them according to what they're talking about. Sample the documents from there to give it more comprehensible descriptions for each cluster, and then the export report, which comes in a form of an Excel spreadsheet, was really all you needed to do to finish this in 7 days. From 23 days of comprehensive review to 7 days. And so now so how does this work? So this was done with all of the existing capabilities. But over the past year or so, we've been working on a number of new capabilities to give you more intelligence and even more savings in time, cost, and effort. So I'm going to give you a demo of the new capabilities that'll be coming in the next few months. And here, we're going to tackle yet another type of document review scenario. This will be an internal investigation. So let's say we have to figure out, as an investigator, if this one employee, dishonest, has committed insider trading or not. So let's go to the demo computer. So where you start getting insights doesn't start at the case. It starts before the case. When you go to the Security and Compliance Center, we'll give you a high-level summary of all the cases you're working on. Like, if you're an investigator, you're probably working on more than one case at the same time. So like, what are some are there any cases that are pending on my actions? What are the recent stuff I've looked at? Have all my custodians that have to acknowledge their holds acknowledge their holds? So we'll give you a high-level insight so that you can make an informed decision on your day. And so let's jump into the case. So the case we're going to look at today is Investigation 01234 on dishonest. And so when you jump into the case, there you get another level, another set of insights. What are the documents that I've already added to this case? Are they emails? Are they attachments? Are they loose documents? Are there any jobs, like any long-running jobs I kicked off previously that are done now? What are their sources? So you can see all of these insights so that you know where to start. So for this case, let's start at the beginning. Like I said, we're looking at dishonest, the employee. So we can add dishonest as a custodian. But the thing is, in office environment, a person has multiple data sources. They usually have their email, they usually have their OneDrive, so on and so forth. But so we've created a tool where you can just input their identity. So in this case, dishonest, and then we'll grab their Exchange mailbox and their OneDrive automatically, and as in the fullness of time, we'll add other capabilities as well, like what teams is this person a part of, what SharePoint sites does this person have access to. And so you get all of that, and once you add this custodian, we give you all the details about this person. Where are they based? Like, where are they located? And what data sources they have. So here you see we have Outlook, one mailbox, and OneDrive, one. And on top of that, if you're investigating this, you probably want to know what he's been up to. So you can get that insight as well by looking at their audit logs. So for every custodian, we'll give you the ability to search their audit logs to see what they've been up to. Has Des been doing anything a little fishy recently? Has Des been downloading a bunch of files, sharing files that he shouldn't be sharing, so on and so forth. It's taking a little long on this Wi-Fi, but there we go. So you get all of these insights. So he logged in a bunch, he accessed a bunch of files, and he deleted a bunch of stuff, which is a little fishy. So now we know that, now we've identified our person, and our eDiscovery tool has been able to identify their data sources for them. Now we need to collect the data sources. But even before you actually collect, even before you make a frozen snapshot of that, we can give you high-level insights on what kind of data you're dealing with. So you can spot check it and make sure, okay, this is more than I thought, or this is less than I thought. Maybe I need to tune what I'm collecting a little bit. So we've always been able to give you a breakdown by data sources and query lines, but we've added refiners. So now you can see who are these emails from, who are those sent to. So now you have a more complete idea of what the documents you're dealing with are, even before you collect. And once you collect all these documents, a search into a working set is where all the text analytics features that I've talked about before come into play. Near duplicates, email threading, themes, and also one thing I didn't mention, relevance. Relevance is a feature that lets you train a machine learning model to identify relevant documents on your behalf. In my demo case, there are not very many documents, so maybe this wasn't the best fit for it, but imagine if you had 500,000 documents to go through. You don't want to sit there and go through each and every one of them. So with relevance, by tagging 2,500 documents, you can teach the model to identify the documents that you actually want. And we give you a number of data points on that so that you know that this is defensible in a court of law. We give you enough statistics that this is statistically defensible in a court of law. No machine learning model is perfect. However, this will give you enough to know that you can use this. And then obviously the other text analytics, near duplicates and email threads. So here you see that we have 380 or so documents total. But if you look at the emails column, emails chart, you see that there are not actually that many inclusives. A lot of them are duplicate descendants, so emails that are wholly contained in other emails. So you know that the number of emails you have to look at now is about 1/3 of the original count. So we run all these analytics, it's all good, so how do we use this, right? So that's why we give you the capability to search within a working set. So all the documents you've collected, you can run queries on them and filters on them. And so so on top of all the normal metadata you have, you'll be able to add query conditions like marked as pivot. So a pivot is the representative of a near duplicate set. So if you look at a pivot, you know that all the other documents in that near duplicate set are pretty similar to that document. So you can add conditions like that. You can add, you can say, I only want to look at the pivots, I only want to look at the inclusives, and let's start from there. So I've already, in the interest of time, I've already created a query that does exactly that. It looks at the email inclusives and near duplicate pivots. So now we have 384 documents in this working set. When you run that query, it goes down to 117. A lot fewer documents. And 117 is actually pretty small, so you can probably go through these one by one, or if you had more documents to deal with, you can filter on the themes, the dominant themes that we talked about, the conceptual clustering. So you can add filter conditions here. And so let's see if, so we have 117 items that we need to review from DES. And remember, we're looking for the if insider trading evidence. So you see that when you break out these into themes, at once, these are all conceptually similar, and also there are few documents in each theme. So let's jump into a theme. And then so you can run a filter within a search result and then grab these documents. So these are all emails that Des was involved with. And let's look at this one. So he's talking to some people, Ignite admin and Atanu, about some earnings document, which he probably, as an analyst, shouldn't have access to. So let's see what that was about. So first, you can see all the email threading when it's done. From any document, you can pull up the rest of its threads. And you see that there is a document called earnings. That's probably a little fishy. You click on the earnings document. And I must admit, I don't actually know what earnings documents look like. So here we go. This is an important earnings document that should never have been shared. So now we know that DES actually has committed insider trading, excuse me. But that's not all of it. We're also working on a number of experimental features on document level so that we can actually understand the document for you and make it easier for you to go through all of them. So let's look at an example. So here's an email. My trackpad is not working with me today. Here's an email, and it's pretty long, but maybe in some cases you just don't have enough time to actually go through each line by line. You just want to know the gist of the email. So that's what we provide for you. We provide a caption so that it's an automatic summary of the email. Maybe it's not as elegant as something a human wrote, but it'll give you the gist of it. And also we're investing in a number of machine learning classifiers so that we can identify certain classes of documents for you. So let's look at an example. So here we have a query called legal advice, and the way I created this query is by looking at a specific tag. So there's a tag here called system potentially has legal advice, and now it pulled up 3 emails. And looking at just the titles, ACP, attorney-client privilege, they're probably legal advice. The way we know it is we're running a bunch of machine learning models as we ingest these documents to identify certain classes of documents. So one class is legal advice. Does this email or does this document have any legal advice in them? Or another class that I'm not going to demo right now is offensive language. I probably don't want to flash up a bunch of offensive language up on the screen, so I'm not going to demo that, but you'll have to take my word for it. It actually works. So that's it in terms of demo. So let's go back to the presentation slides. Great. So let's see what just happened with the demo. Let's recap. So a search on the tenant, on the custodian, the data sources that we were able to identify just by getting the name of the custodian returned around 370 items. And when you expand it with all the attachments, like the earnings document, it goes up to closer to 400. And then, but instead of having to review all 400 documents, after running analytics on the documents, we were able to identify about 123 unique documents. These are the only documents with actual unique content. The rest of it contains duplicate content from all the other documents, so you don't actually have to look at them. And by clustering them with themes and going theme by theme, you were able to efficiently review and get to the smoking gun document. So what I just showed you is a suite of new capabilities that we're going to introduce in a few months. However, we do have all of the text analytics capabilities I just showed off already in product in advanced eDiscovery. And the tenant-wide search capability is already there in core eDiscovery. So if you want to learn more about the currently existing capabilities, here are some resources. And this is probably a good screen for pictures because copying off of a screen doesn't quite work. There's a white paper written by our own legal department on how they use our Office 365 eDiscovery and advanced eDiscovery capabilities to reduce their cost. And there's an interactive guide that actually, it's a click-through video that tells you how the workflow works in our eDiscovery tool, how to use our tool effectively. And if you're still around tomorrow, I would highly encourage you to go to the Microsoft 365 Search Solutions Legal eDiscovery and Beyond session, which my colleagues from my team will be talking about other capabilities that we're introducing. So I've only scratched the surface in terms of what we're going to be releasing in a few months. So if you want to get a fuller picture of what we're doing, please go to that session. That'll give you a comprehensive idea of the new features to come. We have about 2 minutes left. I'm open for questions. Yes, please. So the question was, is it going to be recorded online, recorded and available online? I believe the answer is yes. I actually don't know if theater sessions are recorded. I don't see any cameras around, so I'm going to assume no. I believe so.
We're doing a longer demo tomorrow, and that session is being recorded, so you'll get that for sure.
Yeah.
What type of rights do you need to do the security audits like this? Is that a full admin or just security admin? And how long do the logs get held?
So for the audit logs, so currently in market product, we have a role that lets you decide who has access to the audit log search. The challenging thing for most of our legal folks is that the people who do eDiscovery don't necessarily have rights to search every user. So what we're doing is we're putting some security filters so that you can only add certain sets of people as custodians in your case. And for the people that you add as custodians in your case, you'll automatically also have the ability to search your audit logs. So what that means is you as an eDiscovery manager may not be able to go search your CEO's activities by default, but if you have eDiscovery rights over him or over a set of people, you're going to get their audit logs.
And how long does it keep the logs for? Even if something's been deleted, for example?
For today, it's 90 days.
90 days.
We just announced 1-year retention is available as part of E5 or the advanced plans out on that.
It's E3.
And that's the beginning, and we're going to increase that over time, but for now we just updated it to 1 year.
We get that.